It's the Lauri J. Goldstein Show with Lauri J. Goldstein from a law firm of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates in Stewart's. Featuring local realtor Diane Chandler from Trade Winds Realty. And now, here's Lauri J. Goldstein, attorney at law.
Well, good morning to you and welcome, Treasure Coast, to the Lauri J. Goldstein Show. And Lauri is on assignment with some wonderful clients today, but she has given us on loan for just this hour a couple of great folks that you definitely want to listen to today because they're absolutely top of the line in their fields. Number one, we have with us today one of the great lawyers from the Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates, and that is David Aversa. David, welcome to the program.
Harry, thank you. Nice to be here with you again on the Lauri J. Goldstein Show.
So glad to have you with us, David, and it's truly an honor to be in your presence today, because you've done such a great job with Lauri over the years, and we're looking forward to some of the thoughts that you have on some questions that we have for you today. So that's good. Also, from the office of Lauri J. Goldstein, we have the top paralegal of the Treasure Coast. And I say that because she is actually, among her wonderful duties, as being a great paralegal for the offices of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates in Stewart. She has also taken on an added responsibility of actually being the president of the Paralegal Association here on the Treasure Coast, right? Glenda Keller, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah. Now, this is a big responsibility, being the president of the Paralegal Association of the Treasure Coast. And how long have you been a paralegal, first of all?
Well, I've been a paralegal now for approximately 25 years.
Wow.
And I just been nominated as president May of this year, and I'll be serving 2 years.
Wow. So that's a big responsibility. How many paralegals are associated with that organization in our Treasure Coast area? Do you know?
I would say roughly we have approximately 80 members, 80 to 90 members, because we do cover 4 counties.
Wow, that's tremendous. Now, I got to tell you, and you know, of course, it doesn't come to anybody's surprise that the paralegal. And David, I'm going to defer this question to you. The paralegal is very important in the business of, client relationships to help develop cases and things like that, right, David?
Absolutely, Barry. The paralegals, and Glenda in particular, is just exceptional. Really are like the lifeblood of a law firm.
And of course, that's where, when you're looking for the, I guess what they call discovery, is that what it is, David? You're looking at information for the case
Sure.
and that sort of thing. That's where the paralegal comes in and earns her money right there, right?
That is correct.
Now, we were talking a little bit earlier before we got on the air about your early days in the business of law, and you're a girl from the Bronx.
Yes.
And you got started at a law firm in New York City, correct?
Yes, that is correct, with Rosen and Reiniger.
Wow. So, I mean, usually how it works is that somebody starts out in a little city like Stewart and then works their way up to the big city of New York. But you've taken it a little bit different tactic. And what was it like working in that type of environment?
Well, in that type of environment, like I mentioned before, it's never a dull moment. There's always something going on every single day, whether it can be the clients, it can be the attorneys themselves going to trial, hearings, things of that nature. I mean, it's just exciting for me, at least.
And that's what really kind of lured you into the business of being a paralegal.
100%.
I like that. Well, David, we're talking about this segment of the show. We try to concentrate on kind of the legal questions and things like that. And we were talking about this earlier, and that is, in some cases, there's an opportunity to do some mitigation, but some cases definitely you have to take to court. And when you're taking them into the courtroom, you're looking at picking a jury. How important is that, and how does the paralegal kind of work into that framework of helping the attorney pick out the right jury?
Barry, the paralegals really assist in every facet of taking a case to trial. The particular issue of selecting a jury is quite specialized, and our firm, for example, often hires specialist jury consultants that can help the attorney determine what would be the best type juror to give the client the best result.
So it's imperative that as you're going through and making the jury selection procedure happen, you want to have as much information as you possibly can to make a right decision. Because once that decision is made, that's pretty much it, right, Glenda?
That's true.
So, you're looking at it from a standpoint a little bit differently. You may look at it from what types of situations. Is it ethnicity? Is it how do you look? What is it? What are the things that you look for in jury picking?
Ethnicity is one,
Mm-hmm.
as well as body language. You'd be surprised with the body language of the jurors, depending, on the questions that are asked and so forth.
So you've really almost got to be like psychoanalyzing these people.
Oh, you have to be very astute.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I didn't realize that goes into it. But next time I'm up there being in the jury pool, I'll be saying, well, I better keep my hands to myself here. Just, what do I do with my hands? That's it. Well, that's good. But like I say, we have cases where they do go to court, and in most personal injury cases, it's a 6-person jury, right? Is that what it is, David?
Correct. In our jurisdiction, yes, Barry.
Okay, so we're looking at six people, maybe a couple of alternates just in case somebody gets sick, and that's basically the way it goes as far as personal injury is concerned. How many cases, David, would you say really get to that point of where you're looking at it from a standpoint of, well, we're going to go to trial with this? Is that the norm, or would you say that would be not the norm?
Barry, a relatively small percentage of cases actually go to trial. We are able to resolve in the claims process, which would be the pre-litigation department, the vast majority of the cases. And those that, even where lawsuits are filed, a good percentage of those resolve either at pretrial mediation or through a negotiated settlement prior to an actual jury trial.
We always hear so much, about, well, we need to do something about tort reform. That's something that comes up, during the legislative process, and I know neither one here is a legislator, but at the same time, you can set type parameters to say, well, you can't sue for any more than this, and this type of on this type of injury, but that really does hamper the effectiveness of getting things like a jury to come and say, hey, this injury really deserves a lot more than what you're getting, or what you have, for that particular case. Don't you agree?
Sure, Barry, and I guess it's very chilling to the injured party to have any erosion of their legal rights when it comes to getting fair compensation for their injuries. We see some horrible, horrible injuries, and unfortunately, really no amount of money is going to make the person whole. It's supposed to indemnify the injured party, but when you have a catastrophic injury, money just doesn't cut it sometimes. You need all the rights available for the injured party so they can at least seek justice.
Right. Now, we're going to get ready for a break here. One of the things that make the firm of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates different, I think, than any other firm here locally is the fact that not only do you are you striving to always help the injured party? But you're also out there to be a community partner that cares.
Yes.
And, Glenda, I think that's one of the reasons probably you're involved in your organization of the Paralegal Association of the Treasure Coast, because you were telling me that your organization also looks to help other people get scholarships and that sort of thing. Tell us a little bit about what the Paralegal Association does in that vein.
Well, the Treasure Coast chapter, what we do is we do provide scholarships for those who want to take the certified paralegal examination, and it could be hefty financially. So we do assist with that. We also assist with mentoring. We study groups. We school liaison. We assist with Elizabeth Rollerson, who runs the legal department at Indian River State College right now. I'm also on the advisory board at Kaiser University for the paralegal program. So there I meet twice a year. With respect to the Treasure Coast chapter, we meet every month. But every other month is a luncheon or a dinner. We provide CLEs, which is continuing legal education. We provide the speakers. Right now, July 17th, we're having a seminar, and it's all based on e-discovery, which is a huge, huge thing right now with paralegals because a lot of them do not understand the process and how to go about doing things. So we are having that on July 17th. We also do we also provide charities. We participate in the March, the Walk of Dimes, I believe it's called.
Yes, the March of Dimes. Uh-huh.
We volunteer with respect to that. Every month, there's always some sort of organization that we pick, whether it's with respect to the animals, with respect to those that are now looking for jobs, like women that need suits of, careers, food. Things of that nature. Right now, the last one that we did, I believe, was sending care packages to the veterans.
Wow, that's tremendous, and of course that kind of fits right in with what the firm Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates do here locally with a lot of different charities that are here in the Treasure Coast that really, really do help out. In fact, we're going to be talking with one of those charities, the Children's Museum, which is one of Lauri's top charities. We've got Tammy coming in, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about that and what's coming up. In fact, there is an event this coming Saturday for the young kids to get involved in for superheroes and princesses. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and see how things are going along with the Children's Museum. They're celebrating their 7th year of being in service to our Treasure Coast area, so it's pretty good. Also, we have another member of the crew here with us again this week. Tom Bishop is here from Tradewind Realty.
Hi there, Barry. How you doing today?
We are good. We are good, man. We have a big story that's in USA Today. We're going to talk to you about it because they say that the amount of rents are like off the chain right now. What the people are having to pay for rents, and we're going to try to find out why is that? Why are the rents going up? And we're going to talk to Tom Bishop with Tradewind Realty about that. And we're going to take a break right now. We'll be right back with more of the Lauri J. Goldstein Show here on this Tuesday from 1450 WSTU.
The law office of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates reminds you that June 27th is Superheroes and Princesses Day at the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast, located at 1707 Northeast Indian River Drive in Jensen Beach. From 4 to 7 p.m., your children can dress up as their favorite superheroes or princesses and enjoy a great day of fun. June 27th at the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast, Jensen Beach. Have a legal question? Talk to Lauri for free. 220-9788. That's 220-WSTU.
Well, it's nice today to have a couple of great friends with us from the Children's Museum on the Lauri J. Goldstein Show. And just want to welcome Tammy Calabria and Olivia Labrador. And you guys have just done outstanding work with the Children's Museum. And Tammy, we're coming up on the 7th birthday for the Children's Museum. I can't hardly believe that it's been there for 7 years, but I'll tell you what, I'm so glad that it is, because it just goes over so well with everybody that brings their children there. And congratulations to you on the 7th anniversary. Plus, you've got an event coming up this Saturday that we've been talking about on the air for a while, and that is the Superheroes and Princesses event that's taking place from 4 to 7 on Saturday. So tell us a little bit about this and how things are going with the Children's Museum.
Thank you, Barry. Things are going amazing as usual. We have a great team over at the Children's Museum. As you know, summer is our busiest time. It may be the slower times for businesses, but we hope to make an impact on our local business community, because the summer is when we generate the most visitors, and we have summer camp going on. So we have our busy season is now. But we are turning 7 on August 2nd. We hold a big birthday bash that we invite everyone to come out for. And we will be having our Princess and Superheroes event this Saturday from 4 to 7. So we hope everyone can come out for that. You do have to pre-register for that, just so we know how many people we can expect, and, be prepared with the food and the entertainment and all of that when you get there.
Okay, great. So it's a dress-up thing, right? I mean, you're going to be dressing up as a superhero or a princess, correct?
That's correct, or a superhero princess.
I like that, the superhero princess. Okay, I'm trying to think.
Yes, and we'll have our princesses. We'll have Cinderella. We'll have Belle. We'll have Snow White. We'll have Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America there. So we'll have all of those guys there. There's going to be superhero training. There's going to be a horse and carriage for the princesses. We roll out the red carpet, so there's a lot of activities, and of course, dinner's included.
Oh, so you get dinner in the price there. So and how much is it to get involved in the heroes and the princesses?
So we have a member rate and a non-member rate. So of course, adults pay. It's $8 for the adults. The children pay $16. They get a lot of extras with it.
Sure.
And then non-members for adults is $10, and then children is $20.
Okay. So yeah, and that's what type of menu do we have? Burgers and fries, or what do we have?
It's not burgers and fries. Although we do hot dogs for the superhero refueling station is what we call it. But we do have like sandwiches, we have cookies, we have all different types of desserts, tea, lemonade. We don't do soda. That's probably the only thing that we don't do, but everything else we kind of
Well, I think that's pretty good idea. I think not to have the soda, especially when it's it's going to be kind of warm out there, and I think that's good. So it sounds like it's going to be a great time. Now, is it inside, outside, a little bit of both? How do you structure the event at the Children's Museum?
It's going to be all inside. So the whole museum is transformed. So it's going to be half superhero, half princess. But it is all inside.
So you get a chance to be a part of all of the wonderful little nuances of the Children's Museum, like the big pirate ship and that sort of thing. So that's good. So give us a little kind of inside. Don't spill the beans too much on what you're.
You want me to give you more info?
Yeah, just a little bit more info on what things look like once you hit the door there.
Okay, so once they come in the door, there's going to be a red carpet, of course. And that's where the princesses are going to go off to be crowned.
Cool.
They get crowned. And then, of course, our superheroes are going to go the other way, and they're going to be going into training. So I don't want to give away too much because there's a lot of extras, but that's kind of how it is. Of course, the girls are going to get their makeup done, the little glitter and stuff, and really turn into princesses. We have things for the little guys, too, such as story time with the princesses or story time with the superheroes. So there's stuff for the little guys as well as the big kids.
And what is our age bracket again on that?
It really is anybody who wants to be a princess or a superhero. It could be anybody. It could be
adults.
From the age of 1.
Adults are welcome to dress up too.
That's correct.
I like this already. This is gonna be something. Well, I tell you what, this opportunity for kids to be involved in something, especially during the summer, because there's there's not a lot going on, you know. But to have something like this, the Children's Museum and this particular event, and you also mentioned summer camp. How is that? How does that work as far as the Children's Museum is concerned?
We have our summer camp is doing great. We have 9 weeks of summer camp. So right now we're in week 2, and we go all the way to August 14th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a weekly camp. So we don't do one day camp.
And from what time to what time?
So we have half day and full day. Half days from 9 to 1, and then full days from 9 to 5.
All right. So it's and that you sign up.
Yep,
can you
you
sign up on
pre-register.
the website, or how do you do that?
You could download the registration form on the website. You can call us. You can drop in and fill out the registration form. It does have to be pre-registered. We do have we have 2 weeks that are completely sold out. We have another 2 that are approaching being sold out.
Wow.
So yeah, if you're interested, I'd say go ahead and register now. It's a lot of fun activities. We have art. We do paddle boarding. We do field trip. Locally along the Treasure Coast. We have water day. We have a special guest that comes in. So there's a lot of extras and a lot of fun things for the campers.
It sounds wonderful. And Tammy, tell me a little bit about being getting an annual family membership. How hard is that? I mean,
it is very, very easy. That you can do online. You can go on and you can be a member online. What's so great about having a family membership or a grandparent membership is we just increased our rates as of January 1st. In opening for 6 years, we opened originally with 4 exhibits. We have an additional 20 now.
Wow.
We still have more to come, so it was about that time that we increased our rates for the first time in 6 years. So if you come with a family of 4 once or twice and you pay $100 for your family membership, you've paid for your visit for the entire year. If on the day that you enter, at the end of your visit, if you decide that you want to become a member, on that day you can actually use that admission towards a credit for that family membership. You can do it on the same day that you've come to visit. So you've already, put $20 towards your $100 family membership. And
Right.
we also, you can add a caregiver for an additional $10. You can add our reciprocal program for an additional $10, which allows you half price membership rate to over 150 children's museums throughout the country. So when you're traveling during the summer throughout the year, there's a list of 150 other children's museums and science museums on that list that you can get in for half price for that.
Oh, that's tremendous. So it really having an annual membership with the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast is really a terrific bargain, not only for here, but if you're headed out to Grandma's house somewhere out, in California, you can use it out there.
And we do realize everyone's watching their budgets during the summer, so we just really encourage everyone to look at their enjoyment book, Groupon. We have several coupons out there available. Money is tight sometimes, so all of those coupons that we have floating around in the community, just look for them. Call us, we can tell you where they are if you need a little additional discount for your visitation, because it is a little pricey when
Sure.
you're traveling for the day, and we encourage everyone to come visit our local stores and visit our local businesses, restaurants, to just boost that summer economy.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. And speaking about businesses and speaking about money, the Children's Museum operates on a budget. And to have that budget properly, making what it needs to make as far as all of the wonderful things that you do for the kids in our area, it does take people who are in businesses to support what's going on there at the Children's Museum. And Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates, just one of the many sponsors that you have. And, here you are, 7 years now. And I know Lauri has been a big part of the success of the Children's Museum and getting awareness and getting money, donated and that sort of thing. How is that coming along for you right now? And I know you're open to more donors.
Oh, always. Any nonprofit. I mean, we have just this great nonprofit community in Martin County and in St. Lucie County, and we serve all 4 counties, Indian River, St. Lucie, Martin, and Okeechobee. So we're very fortunate that we have great community partners like Lauri, who has actually been involved with the Children's Museum since 2003, I think, is when I first had the honor of being introduced to her. So she's played a big role in getting us started in the feasibility studies before the museum ever, took off, and we got the lease for the building, which the Board of County Commissioners was so gracious to give us our lease. So we have been very fortunate, but we can always use additional help. All of the special events that we have going on, we try and encourage the business community to promote themselves as a community leader and sponsor, as Lauri does for many of our events. We put their banners up and we really try and promote their business. So any event that we have going on, we have several throughout the year that local businesses can support and sponsor.
And it really does make a difference because, as you said, all of the people in the 4-county area are taking advantage of having this wonderful asset, I call it, the Children's Museum at the Treasure Coast, and getting an opportunity to bring the kids there and see marvelous things that happen. What's the best number to call, Olivia, to if you'd like to get involved? Maybe in I'm assuming too that you not only donations, but you'd also have from time to time volunteer opportunities.
Absolutely, we have a very heavy volunteer program that we run during the summer, which is our teen volunteer program. So it's completely packed right now, which is awesome. But if they want any information, they can always visit our website at www.childrensmuseumtc.org. or call us at 772-225-7575.
One more time with that number.
772-225-7575.
I like that. Well, I tell you what, we're looking forward to it. It's this weekend that we're having it Saturday, and it's the Superheroes and Princesses event that's taking place at the Children's Museum. One more time, what time to what time?
It's from 4 to 7. And tickets are available for sale right now.
Okay, and they can go online and grab those tickets?
They could either call us or they could visit the museum.
Okay, and make sure that you get those tickets early because, there's food involved here. So we got to make sure that we count the heads there, all right? Well, listen, thank you so much, Tammy and Olivia, for joining us on the Lauri J. Goldstein Show today. And I know that Lauri wanted me to make a special thank you for all that you're doing for all the children here along the Treasure Coast, and she really appreciates having the opportunity of supporting such a great nonprofit organization like the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast.
Thank you, and we appreciate her support as well.
All right, Tammy and Olivia, we love them, and they're doing a great job here. So don't forget. Before midnight tonight, get out there and get your tickets because we need you. We need you there. And how many do you think we're going to have? How many? Any idea?
We sell out at 120. So
okay, 120. So let's go for a sellout.
There you go.
I'm with you on it. Okay, we're going to take a break. 120 kids you're talking about, right? Okay, just saying. All right, 120 kids. Come on, join us there this Saturday. Courtesy of the Lauri J. Goldstein Show right here on 1450 WSTU. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more. Tom Bishop is here with Tradewin Realty. We're going to talk about the rental situation in and around the Treasure Coast. So get ready for it. We've got more information for you here on the Lauri J. Goldstein Show on WSTU.
The law office of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates reminds you that June 27th is Superheroes and Princesses Day at the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast, located at 1707 Northeast Indian River Drive in Jensen Beach. From 4 to 7 p.m., your children can dress up as their favorite superheroes or princesses and enjoy a great day of fun. June 27th at the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast, Jensen Beach. a legal question? Talk to Lauri for free. 220-9788. That's 220-WSTU.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lauri is not with us today because she's busy with clients and doing the type of things that has made her the one of this area's greatest attorneys. So what can I tell you? But and that's what it's all about.
That's right, Barry. Working hard for the injured.
Working hard for the injured and making sure that the clients are well taken care of. But we have somebody else that's along for the ride here today, and we usually have Diane Chandler here from Tradewind Realty, but we have Tom Bishop here with us, and Tom, we have a question for you.
Okay.
There was an article in USA Today, and they started out by saying rents are going through the roof, and they didn't mention why they're going through the roof, other than it's not only in areas like New York City and California and places like that where you probably would expect high rent districts, that sort of thing, but it's just in every town in America. Why is that?
There's a lot of good reasons for that. But anyways, I liked seeing you at the Helping People Succeed event at Taste with Craig and Karen, and also seeing you there, David, too. That was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
We had a great time.
I mean, you were busy signing autographs.
It just looked like I was signing autographs.
Writing checks, were you?
Yeah, I was writing checks. Yeah, hopefully, yes. Well, they did a pretty good job on that, raising money for that event, and that is one of the top fundraising events for Helping People Succeed, and it helps out in their summer program with their clients. So it's very important. But Susie Hutcherson was very happy at the end of the evening.
It was a great event. Lauri was really nice to sponsor that event. It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. Had a good time.
That's what it's all about with Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates. They take being a community partner that cares very seriously.
But to get to the rentals, on the nationwide, rentals are up 4.3% since last year. And a lot of it has to do with some of the consumers are concerned. I mean, because of the housing boom back in '06
Sure.
and the crash, a lot of people don't have that 100% faith in the fact that it's going to kind of steadily go up like it's going right now, so they stay in the rental part of it. Another part of it is that there's a lack of inventory. A lot of people are moving, so there's not enough houses for people to get, so they go into rentals off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, with the rental being up as high as it is, like if you lived in Jackson, Mississippi, the rent is up 22.7%.
Yee.
I know, not a place to live.
Ouch.
And
Don't want to go there.
I do not want to go there.
No.
But also, with the rise of rentals going up, it also makes it hard for people to save money for a down payment on a house.
Right.
So it does make a little bit. And then the same thing as getting financed is awfully difficult, too. It's still a process to get through.
Believe me, I know.
And it's tough. So it's not like it was years ago. We just kind of walked in and filled out a form, and you could get money right off the bat. They go through a lot of checks to get
Checks and
money.
balances, absolutely. So, you've got that problem right there. So let me ask you another, since we're talking about rentals here, do you think the fact that people are getting more for rental property, do you think that has a situation that's confronting people looking for homes for sale? Does that cut down on the inventory there, Tom? What is your opinion?
Well, I think it does. I mean, we have a few homes that we own and we rent them out, and we're not going to sell them because you're making good money on it. Plus, with housing going up a little bit, the value of the house is going up. You're making money on both sides of it. You're paying for your home and then your mortgage and things like that. And then you're also getting the value of your house as it appreciates, and you're getting rental along the way.
Right.
So it's a great place to put money right now compared to sticking it in a bank.
Exactly. So there's, and also with that, I'm also thinking about Zillow came out with a lot of these statistics they were talking about as far as rent is concerned. But Zillow is one of those tools that people use to say, okay, well, let's see how the valuation of my property is going. It kind of gives you a kind of a benchmark to say, hey, this is how much my house is worth.
It does, and people like to look at that.
Oh, yeah.
They love it.
And, and it says, to me, it says, oh, wow, I just got another $10,000 worth of equity in my house. Now, when you look at that, and you're coming into a situation where maybe you're putting your property up for sale, your house up for sale, how do you help your client adjust to the fact that maybe they won't get what Zillow says the house is worth? How do you justify that, or how do you help that client?
Well, it's an interesting question because a lot of things happen. You know, you have a group of people that are buying homes to redo them and sell them. So you buy them at a foreclosure, and the overall square footage price is a lot lower than you would think. And then when they redo it, they sell it at at a profit.
Yeah.
Well, if you've not done anything to your house, and you've got a kitchen that's 30 years old and flooring that's 30 years old and roof that's 30 years old, it does kind of change the value of your home, and you have to take that into consideration. And I think most people take it kind of personal because they're emotionally attached to their home. And it's like anything else. My home is worth more. I've lived here for 30 years or whatever it is. And it's kind of hard. Not that their house isn't worth more, what Zillow says. You just kind of look and you have to pull the comps up for that particular area and kind of see what things are selling. But each home is different. I mean, it's like people. Each home is a little bit different. And unless you live in a gated community where they have a lot of homes that are very similar to one another, then that's a different scenario. But if you live in one of the, you live out in Palm City or you live in Hope Sound, where a lot of the homes have been built at different times, you have to take each home as a case by case.
Right. A custom-built home is a lot different situation or scenario than it is in somebody in Florida Club.
Right.
Where everything kind of looks the same, So, all right, that's a good thought. What are there any areas right now that Tradewind is looking at to say, hey, we've got some good properties in this particular area, and they seem to be moving pretty well?
Well, I'm not going to give away all my secrets. I'll have a whole bunch of line of people out there in front of me knocking on the door. I can't have that. But no, Martin County is doing really well. I mean, I love Hutchinson Island. I think it's a beautiful place. I mean, you have the beautiful beaches, and you have the intercoastal. I mean, even you go to Jensen Beach, it's beautiful up in there. I mean, you go along the drive there, and there's some beautiful homes, and there's some nice values in that particular area. And if you want golfing, going to Palm City is great. They have some great golf courses there that aren't overly expensive, like we talked about last time.
Right.
You see how much it costs to play golf, and you'll have your boating and things like that along. I mean, it's just a great place to find a place to live here.
It is, and we've got a lot of pluses as far as the right kind of schools and just things like the Children's Museum and different opportunities like that, and great businesses downtown and that sort of thing. So there's a lot to say for this area, that's for sure. Port St. Lucie just got another kudo here today, and I think, Mike, tell us a little bit about they're number one with if you're in the business of fighting fires.
That's correct.
Okay, it is one of the better places to live if you're a fireman.
Number one, if you're a fireman, you should live in Port St. Lucie.
Does that mean that we're going to now have a real estate fire sale?
No. But Port St. Lucie is a great place because they suffered probably the most,
right?
During that downturn in '06. So there's a lot of people moving up there, and I see a lot of people moving up from the south here. I mean, on a daily basis, you get people two ways: they're either coming from the north down here to get away from the winter, or they're coming from the south getting away from all the congestion.
Right. So the migration from the congestion is still happening from Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm.
It is, and up here you got what else can you do? This is a great place to live.
It is. It really is. Well, we're going to take a break. Tom, very good questions and answers here. I like this portion of the program here.
Oh, I like being here.
Yeah. And before you get away, I want you to give me the telephone number to get in touch with you and the crew at Tradewind Realty. If you haven't had the opportunity of getting in touch with the great people at Tradewind Realty, Diane Chandler, who is the owner broker there, and of course Tom Bishop is there to help you out. What's the best number to reach you?
772-288-0559.
All right, one more time.
772-288-0559, and we're right there on 47 Osceola Street in beautiful historical downtown Stuart,
or as I like to call it, hysterical downtown Stuart.
It is hysterical, isn't it?
It is. It is very, very fantastic. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more with David Aversa, attorney with Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates. And also, we're going to talk a little bit more to Glenda Keller, who is an extraordinary paralegal in our area, doing just a tremendous job for the law firm of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates, and we'll talk a little bit more about cases and how important it is to pick the proper person to handle your case. All right, it's all coming up right here on the Lauri J. Goldstein Show from 1450 WSTU.
The law office of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates reminds you that June 27th is Superheroes and Princesses Day at the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast, located at 1707 Northeast Indian River Drive in Jensen Beach. From 4 to 7 p.m., your children can dress up as their favorite superheroes or princesses and enjoy a great day of fun. June 27th at the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast, Jensen Beach. Have a legal question? Talk to Lauri for free. 220-9788. That's 220-WSTU.
All right, here we are on the Lauri J. Goldstein Show for this Tuesday, and our special guest from the Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates is David Aversa, attorney that's... how long have you been with the firm now, David?
Going on 5 years.
Oh, that's terrific. I'll tell you what. And, one of the things that, as we said, makes the law firm of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates a lot different, and that is the fact that, the firm does so much in community partnerships, and one of the things that I'm always amazed is that everybody pitches in that they're at the law firm. I've seen I've seen a lot of the other attorneys and the paralegals coming in and being a part of the community service work that Lauri does in the community, and I think it's very commendable.
Barry, it's a great pleasure. A big part of Lauri's heart is involved. She is truly the community partner that cares, and it's a real honor and privilege to participate along with her.
Now, Tom brought up a good subject. Last week we were at the Taste Taste Casual Dining, and we were there for the White Shirt Night. And you've been there at the White Shirt Night before. I think it's just a fabulous evening where, where else but in Hobe Sound can you find 12 of the most outstanding artists, and, they're using white T-shirts and, different types of bags that are used to maybe carry home some groceries and that sort of thing, and hats, and they're making them works of art. It's just tremendous.
It was wearable art, Barry, and it was so much fun because you got to interact with the artist, and you got to get their creative influences, and it was just really a fun night.
Now, one of the things that that happen as far as being looking for an attorney when you're injured in an accident or slip and fall, or you have something that takes place in your life that causes you bodily harm. You're looking at the process of doing maybe some litigation on this. Tell us a little bit about the process as if I came in. What would be the process that I would follow and the protocols?
Sure. Well, Barry, we try to treat each and every one of our clients with the highest level of professionalism, courtesy, compassion, empathy. So many different things go into it. The clinical side of the law is fairly clinical, black and white usually, but then you have to factor in the human side. And people are coming to you at a time when they're injured, their life's been turned upside down, and they just need both legal and compassionate guidance to get them through, get them the best recovery from their injuries possible, and then get them as much compensation as we possibly can.
Now, sometimes somebody may come in and maybe they haven't seen a doctor. Is there a procedure that the law firm follows on a situation like that?
Well, one of our primary initial goals is to guide the client in getting the appropriate medical treatment for their injuries so that they can make the best recovery possible.
Wonderful. And of course, sometimes as it goes, you're thinking, well, I thought I was I needed to remember a few things in this particular case. Paralegal comes in, like Glenda. Do you help the client, talk to them about the accident and, try to find out as much information as they know?
Yes, that is part of our job, to sit down with the clients and get as much facts as we can.
And that really kind of helps out with the putting the case together for whatever is going to happen, whether it's going to be a mediation or whether it's going to be something that will go on for trial. But the paralegal will do more, because paralegals also will be talking to the other side, whoever it might be, an insurance company, correct?
Correct. With the adjusters, and if the case is in litigations, a lot of times the paralegals, they're either speaking with opposing counsel's paralegal and sometimes with the opposing counsels themselves.
And that helps the overall situation as far as you're concerned as the attorney on that particular case, right, David?
It sure does, Barry. Ultimately, whether the case is going to be resolved through a negotiated settlement, through a pretrial mediation, a voluntary mediation, or a jury trial, what we have to do as the attorney is tell the client's story, and tell that story in a way that will result in the client getting legitimate settlement on their claim.
Wonderful. And what's the best number to call for an attorney?
Glenda, let's do it together. The number to call is 772-222-2222.
I like it. Very, very good. All right, that's it. That's the number to call for Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates. And I'd like to thank you, David, and you as well, Glenda, for coming in today and representing the firm. You did it fantastic. Fantastic job. So we thank you for that. And Tom, we thank you for being here from Tradewin Realty. And you took a shot and you hit the home run. What can I tell you?
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. It's 1450 WSTU. We'll see you Tuesday.
You've been listening to the Lauri J. Goldstein Show on 1450 WSTU. Brought to you by a law firm of Lauri J. Goldstein and Associates, 1330 Southeast Federal Highway in Stewart. Working hard for the injured and a community partner that cares. Call them at 772-222-2222. 2222. The views expressed by Lauri J. Goldstein and her guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of 1450 WSTU. Join Lauri next Tuesday at 10 a.m. for the Lauri J. Goldstein Show on 1450 WSTU.